Ray finds solace among his comrades as he slumps near his guardians' graves. A flashback of their tragic demise overwhelms him, causing his hidden ice powers to manifest. His anguished screams echo as an enormous dome of ice materializes, capturing the attention of onlookers on the battlefield. The dome eventually vanishes, revealing a frozen landscape in its wake. Some time passes, and an older Ray arrives at Arnold Academy for Sorcery for his first day. Impressed by the grandeur of the school, he consults a map to find his way to the auditorium. Suddenly, he feels a collision on his back and swiftly turns around to catch Wanda before she falls. While holding her, he apologizes for the mishap, causing the girl and her friends to blush. Ray informs them of his new status as a student, which confuses them as most first-year students arrived on campus earlier. It becomes clear to them that Ray, born into an ordinary family, is the exceptional case. The initial admiration from the girls turns into disapproval as the onlookers explain that Ray is the first ordinary person to be enrolled in the academy since its founding. They then try to calm Wanda, who has fainted from the shock of touching a normie. Albert, accompanied by his minions, calls out to Ray. Misinterpreting the call as a sign of friendship, Ray introduces himself and extends his hand. However, Albert coldly rejects the gesture, emphasizing the Academy's exclusivity for the elite and dismissing ordinary people like Ray. Unfazed by the discrimination, Ray expresses his determination to learn at the Academy. Albert lunges forward, but Ray easily evades his attack. Amelia Rose, a member of one of the top noble families, intervenes as she outranks Albert in the social hierarchy. Before leaving, Albert makes it clear that he will never accept some ordinary like Ray. Meanwhile, Wanda and the other girls are captivated by Amelia's presence. Amelia approaches Ray, offering friendship and explaining that his exceptional talents earned him a place at the school. She assures him of her support if he faces any challenges on campus. Later, all the students gather at the auditorium for the entrance ceremony. Principal Abby takes the stage, accompanied by a captivating display of fire, and delivers a brief speech outlining the school's values. Amelia, representing the incoming students, delivers her speech. With the ceremony concluded, the students head to their respective classes. Ray formally introduces himself to his classmates, creating a buzz about his non-noble background. Amelia warmly welcomes him again, surprising the other students. Meanwhile, an enraged Albert watches from his seat. Ray gazes out at the city, triggering a flashback before his teacher interrupts by throwing a piece of chalk that he swiftly catches. However, the chalk explodes, covering his face and causing the class to burst into laughter. The teacher begins discussing the sorcerer ranks, and Amelia clarifies the criteria for admission to the school. The class moves on to sorcery practice, focusing on mastering the basics. Amelia elaborates on the essence of sorcery, which involves manipulating the world through the reconstruction of fundamental building blocks called prima material. The class practices forming ice roses, while Ray, despite his noble status, continues his journey at the academy. Amelia effortlessly succeeds on her first attempt, impressing everyone. On the other hand, Ray creates a simple ice rock, which draws mocking from the students. They even question if he passed the exam. However, Ray remains unfazed by their skepticism. Albert, on the other hand, grows increasingly frustrated with Ray's presence in their class. After class, Ray explores the school halls, appreciating the historic architecture. He spots Eliza entering the library and decides to follow her, striking up a conversation about their mutual admiration for Dr. Ainsworth's work. Eliza is delighted to find someone her age who appreciates the doctor's research. They discuss various topics, and Ray compliments Eliza's beautiful hair. She shyly thanks him, but expresses her insecurities about her elf ears, which have led to bullying. Ray kindly reassures her, stating that her ears are beautiful. Eliza is touched by his words, commenting on his maturity for his age. After spending the day getting acquainted, they part ways, excited to spend more time together. Returning to his dorm room, Ray meets his roommate, Evie. Evie, unconcerned with nobility and social status, welcomes Ray. He reveals that he believes in only one thing and extends his hand in friendship. Ray shakes his hand, confirming their shared interest in bodybuilding. They admire each other's physiques and establish a friendly bond. The next morning, Ray goes out for a jog and encounters Rebecca, a third-year student tending to flowers. Ray apologizes for almost colliding with her, but she assures him it's not a problem. Impressed by his dedication to morning exercise, she inquires if he's a new student. Ray introduces himself, unaware that he has gained some attention due to the controversy surrounding his background. As he heads to class, Ray informs Evie about the encounter with Rebecca. Evie explains that her family, along with the Rose and Aldrin families, are part of the top 3 noble families. Ray, coming from the countryside, humorously remarks that in his heart, the big 3 consists of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, an inside joke. Evie clarifies that these noble families hold immense power and influence over politics and the economy. Amelia, being the eldest daughter of the Rose family, holds a prominent position. On his way to class, Ray accidentally crosses paths with Clarice. She berates him for getting in her way, but Ray quickly apologizes. Clarice soon realizes that Ray is the ordinary student everyone has been talking about. She introduces herself in an exaggerated manner, surprised that Ray is not familiar with her family. Ray explains his background as a lowborn, but he hopes they can get along. Clarice, considering his compliment, agrees to be on a first-name basis. Ray reminds her that she seemed in a hurry, and Clarice hurries off. Ray arrives at the principal's office, where Abby welcomes him. Initially addressing her by her military rank, Ray switches to calling her Abby as she requests. Abby finds Ray's formality amusing, and they reminisce about their shared military experiences. In swordsmanship class, Ray is paired with Albert for a sparring session. The rest of the class watches as Ray is mockingly nicknamed the Withered Wizard. Ray explains to Amelia that it's a nickname others have given him. Albert sees this as an opportunity to defeat Ray, but is shocked when Ray effortlessly parries his attack. Unwilling to tolerate disrespect, Ray counters with a thrust attack, overpowering Albert and shattering his sword. The class falls silent. Abby observes with satisfaction, glad to see Ray enjoying his student life. In a private moment, Abby reveals to herself that Ray is one of the 7 Grand Sorcerers, specifically known as the Iceblade Sorcerer, the hero of the Far East War. Later that evening, Ray and Evie exercise together in their dorm room before sharing protein shakes. They commend each other for a good training session, displaying camaraderie. Ray reveals his plan to join 2 clubs, which surprises Evie. Ray is confident that he can handle it, and he shows Evie a gold card, leaving Evie astonished. The following day, Ray confidently enters the headquarters of the Environmental Research Club, which Evie is a part of. The muscular club members, clad in Speedos, are ready to evaluate his application. The club leader warmly greets Ray, and other members explain the club's purpose, conducting environmental research in various natural areas. They are known as hunters among the common folk. Ray's casual appearance raises some concern among them, but the leader instructs Ray to display his physique before further discussion. Ray removes his clothes, revealing a muscular form that astounds the club members. Impressed by his physique and genuine dedication, the club leader officially welcomes Ray into the club, receiving cheers from the members. Abby silently approves, observing Ray's integration into the club. Without delay, Ray proceeds to his next destination, the gardening club. He enters calmly, finding a group of girls enjoying tea. Rebecca is surprised to see him and learns of his interest in joining the club. Ray expresses his fascination with plants that thrive despite challenging circumstances. Rebecca, while slightly worried due to the lack of male members, reassures him and prepares to accept his application, marking the beginning of their journey in the gardening club.
ではこうしましょう。レイさんの件はリーナさんにお願いします。私ですか？はい。彼をテストしてふさわしくなければ入部を拒否しても構いません。わかりました。よろしくお願いします。
So, what did you think of Ray's journey? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.